Yo guys, I'm out here with the roosters and the crows and all that in Bali. I'm going to resample these guys. Should I use current, vital, phase plant? I'm not sure yet. I'll see how I feel when I get back to the little studio. But we're going to resample these guys. Yes guys, so back in the studio and I have got the resampled Rooster, and I actually ended up making this into a Neurofunk Reese because it kind of just fitted perfectly with the actual sound. And I've used phase plant for this one because I wanted to use some granular synthesis. I could have used current, to be fair, but yeah, I've just been a bit used to phase plant recently, so I just loaded that up. And yeah, so I chopped out the Rooster sample from the video recording that I played at the beginning of this YouTube upload. And yeah, so the Rooster sounds like this. That's the sample, right? And so I'm putting that in a granular generator here. And then I'm just taking a little spot of it and then just re-looping that. And then I'm going to run that through some triangle waves next. So opening up another group here. You've got 2 triangle waves. Alright, so it already sounds sick like that, right? And so how I did that obviously was I took the output of the granular Rooster and I put it to the phase of 1 triangle wave up here. And then a secondary triangle wave with a slightly different pitch. Put that as an FM input as well, but swing that to the right. So when you swing the FM phase positions to the left or right, it slightly gives you a different tonality. I've also turned up the sync mode on both of these triangles, so it adds some extra harmonics into the triangle, so it starts to sound a bit more like a saw wave, but it's mostly still triangle, you know? I like triangles because they're kind of, they're like powerful sine waves, but they just have a bit more padding for the harmonics for like the mid-range, you know? But yeah, you have basically this movement where the 2 triangles are detuned from each other. They create this movement which essentially almost matches the movement that the granular generator creates naturally. So it's already got like a rhythm, and I'm trying to, by ear, get the triangles to detune like in line with the same rhythm. And they go slightly off, like it's not perfect, but they kind of like together multiply to create like a more complex movement, you know? I put a little macro here for the speed, which controls the grains, because this part here is really where I can control like the speed of the Rooster, you know? So I just put a little macro on that, just very subtle, like going to the left, and a little one going up on one of the detuning of the triangles. And so I have a little control here of just like a small difference in the speed, because it's quite difficult to get to dial in the settings, because you've got to do it by ear both times when you change the speed of the granular generator and then the detuning of the triangles. So yeah, it's very difficult to get it all lined up, you know. But I was already happy with that. I was like, let's go. That's the Rooster Reese done. So next was just a case of enhancing it, right? All right, guys. So a little fast forward to the future. I've just uploaded this Rooster Reese video finally, and I realised after I uploaded it that my OBS has this glitch where it stops the screen sharing, and I was talking forever about the effects, but you weren't seeing me actually tweak them while I was talking about them. So I thought that doesn't look very good. I'm going to have to re-record just this part. So right now you're getting an in the future re-edit of the video where I once again talk about the effects of the Rooster Reese, and then we're going to cut back to the original video. All right, this is the painstaking life of a YouTuber. I apologise for the inconvenience, and I also apologise a little bit for the video quality and the microphone quality as well. The audio quality is still high on all of my YouTube videos at the moment, but it's just because I'm on the road at the moment. The quality of the microphone, and the camera will improve again once I'm back home. But for the time being, while I'm on the road, I appreciate all of your what's the word? Understanding. Yes. So anyway, let's talk about the effects of the Rooster Reese. So the comb filter is the first thing I used, and I really love the way it creates a stereo image. It sounds great. So I sort of turn the mix up high, find a good spot in the frequency amount, and also find a good spot, choose whether to use the plus or the minus, because they can have very different effects on particular sounds. And yeah, for this Rooster Reese, the minus button sounded better than the plus button. That's it really. Next sound, plugin, is the notch drop. So here I've made the Neurofunk Reese. Have a bit more of that classic Neurofunk sound, you know, because a notch filter is typically used for Reeses. You know, that's basically the reason. It also takes out a bit of the mid-range around 400 hertz, and it chops out a fair bit of high end as well. So it becomes a bit softer actually, but this is important because next I distort it a lot. So 5 or 6 dB on the distortion. Without the notch filter, you know, it's completely different. It's basically a lot less controlled without that notch filter and the sort of bit of the high end taken out. You know, once it goes through the distortion, it's just a lot cleaner with that filter on first, you know. So after that, a bit of flanging. So I really like this to add some extra pitch movement. Keep the sound a bit more natural on a longer scale. Oh, this has been a nightmare. Can you believe OBS just cut out again? So I'm re-recording the re-edited recording. All right, anyway, where were we? The reverb. Reverb next. Just a touch here, 3% or so. Let's go. Slice EQ. I actually, sometimes use the slice EQ when I want to do more precise EQing, like in the patch. In this, I was actually looking around for some spots that I could maybe improve it even further. But in the end, I settled with a fairly simple high-end boost, which I could have done with the 3-band EQ, but there you go. A little high-end boost in this part of the chain, and then finishing up with a little ensemble. I like to use the ensemble on most of my patches, even if it's just 10%. It's a great way to add a bit of extra width. And then finally, another little high-end boost. Just needed a bit more for me there, you know? But yeah, those are just the effects that I use to enhance the patch, really. It's nothing like super crazy. It's just like one little bit of bonus sound quality here, a little bit more sound quality there. And now let's go back in time again to the first original recording of the Rooster Reese video. I'll see you there. Bye. And then that's done for me, that sound. Like, I already think that's great, because it was, I didn't really expect that I would get something usable by resampling the rooster, to be honest. I was just walking down towards the beach and the roosters were there, and I was like, I've got to use you. You know, you can't just make all that noise and then not be in a YouTube video or something, you know? Like, come on, like, I'm gonna make use of you, you silly little rooster. No, I love roosters. Don't worry. No animals were harmed in the making of this video. Right, so that's the Rooster Reese. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A little fun video today. I'm already done here, so more from me very soon. May I remind you as well, if you guys want any production lessons with me, links for that are down below. We can do sound design stuff together in Phase Plant, Vital, or Current. Or any other issues you have with your own tracks that you want to work on, feel free to hit me up. Secondly, we're going to do our next feedback live stream very soon. It's going to be on the 19th of March with the Discord gang. If you want your track to be featured, then come along and join our Discord. It would be a great time to join now. You have to join via Patreon, but you won't get the day that you join will be the day that you get charged. So like any day of the month is good to join on that, you know. So feel free to come and join us over there. And then finally, check out my other phase plant presets on my website, and vital presets and current presets. And yeah, mixing and mastering or DJ bookings, just email me at info@arteffectmusic.com. All right, that's enough from me today. More from me very soon. Much love.